too. I can't. Alrighty.
You good?
Good.
All right, man. What's popping? What's going on? What's happening in these streets? Uh, it's been a minute, but we back. Like I said, this train don't stop. Last train to Paris. We're gonna get it in. Welcome to another episode of Just Cause Podcast. Where we get it in, we talk about everything, and we have a good time doing it, and we enjoy doing it. And we trying to be consistent. So we're gonna get into it. As always, I'm joined by my co-host, Molly.
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Is that her? Is that a her shirt? Is that her?
It is. And what's the chances of that?
She's dope. I can't front her. She's dope. She's a dope artist. And as always, you know who I am. I'm Bruce the Leroy because I got that glow. So we're gonna jump into today's topic, today's episode. We decided we're gonna talk about music. And we're gonna try and open up Molly's eclectic taste a little bit. I'm gonna try to. This is what I'm gonna try to.
Don't start it. I gotta put some chapstick on because my lips can't be looking at that on camera.
Better start drinking some water then, again.
I do drink enough water.
Out here dehydrating, you want to put some chemicals in your lips.
You are a whole mess.
Man, so we're gonna get some music. And like I said, I'm trying to open up her palette because she's stuck in the Northeast. And she needs to get out that Northeast region. There's some other artists out here. Some other sounds. You know what I'm saying? Like Dre said, the South got something to say.
Yes. And
3
it's okay.
Stacks. Huh?
It's okay.
All right.
Shout out to 3 Stacks, wherever he is.
3 Stacks. He out here doing it. But what was we getting at? Oh, so you was talking about somebody had hung up their favorite albums on the wall?
Yeah, so Ziny, I think that's how you say her name, which is Tip's stepdaughter. She put up a post the other day on her story that, you know, she was doing a home studio, and on her wall, she had all of her, I guess, favorite albums. And I was just like, man, like, I want to do that myself. And I was, you know, talking to my daughter, and I was just like, you know, I want to do that, but where am I going to do it at? Because, like, this is a living room, and of course, you don't want to see albums as soon as you walk into your door. So I think it's a great idea if you have a basement or something like that. But or you can put it in your bedroom. So I was thinking about that. I was just like, you know what would be my favorite albums to put on the wall? And who are my favorite artists at the end of the day? And I know we touched on it before, but across the board from R&B and hip hop, who is our favorite artist, you know? So, I mean, I have a couple for many reasons, but yeah.
So when we talk about favorites, like my palette is a little bit broader. Like I have a little bit more on my palette. And I was telling you, like I started buying albums. I don't know why, but I was in where was I at? I think the first one I bought, where was it? I think I went to a wax museum in Nashville. And at the end of the tour, you know, there's like the gift shop where you can buy stuff, and they had albums.
Okay.
And an album caught my eye, and I bought it. And I was like, oh. And this was like, I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago.
Really?
And ever since then, like I like randomly, like I went to Cracker Barrel, and like they had Purple Rain album in Cracker Barrel, and I was like, first of all, why does Cracker Barrel got Purple Rain in here?
Oh my god!
Of all places, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna get it. And then like I caught the bug, and I just been like randomly buying albums. And then I found out that I don't know if you know who Jack White is. He's he was him and his wife were a group And I don't know if you heard the song Seven Nation Army.
Mm-mm.
See, yeah, so that's like one of their like iconic songs. It's called Seven Nation Army.
Uh-huh.
And but he's gone solo since then, but he has a record store in Nashville.
Okay.
And so I found out about that, and I went there every now and then when I'm in Nashville. I'll stop by there,
Really?
and I'll go, yeah, and I'll go through the albums, and I'll pick up some albums and stuff. And like I'm like random, but like Target, like I was in like walking around Target, and Target has albums, and I just like I'll sit there and I go through and see what I can find.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah, so Jack White's store in Nashville is called Third Man Records.
Hmm.
It's in that, right?
That's crazy because I never knew you were collecting.
Yeah, I like just started. So I like John Lee Hooker,
Mm-hmm.
old, right? Muddy Waters.
Uh-huh.
Here's Jack White's album. Uh
Hmm.
Reason I picked up this album, right? Because he was on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and he was
Okay.
talking about this album, and like you can like the way the album is made is like you can play it different ways, and it has different songs depending on the way you play it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it was like changing the way that you could play records, and it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
And like the Beatles,
Hmm. Okay.
uh, the Great Gatsby,
Okay.
White Stripes. This is the one I was talking about. This is Jack White and his wife. His wife was like playing drums. I don't
Mm-hmm.
even really know if she was really playing it, but anyway.
Okay.
But but yeah, but then I start picking up like all kind of albums. I know you're gonna know this album.
Absolutely. Why?
Uh,
Because it's still playing right now.
right? You know what I'm saying? The Black Panther album,
Yeah. Okay.
track, Jimi Hendrix,
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick's Damn.
Okay.
I mean, Stevie Wonder,
Okay. Right, right.
Purple Rain,
All right.
Ooh La La La,
Listen, that album right there was
classic,
like, huh?
classic.
Classic. But I just remember being in that moment when it came out. I remember watching the videos on MTV. Um,
Mm,
so yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. But go ahead.
yeah. Uh, Another Tribe album.
Mm-hmm.
Ew, let me see what I like.
Wow.
Criminal, Outkast,
Mm-hmm.
Goody Mob.
You know, I really didn't fool with Goody Mob like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Roots,
I remember that album too, just like it was yesterday. Jill.
Far Side.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, gotta get 2014 Forest Hills.
Cole.
Of course.
You put me on a Cole.
My friend put me on the Cole in his first album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Mm-hmm.
NWA. You know what I mean?
So do you have the thing that plays it?
Record player?
Yeah, record player.
Whoa. See?
Oh,
The thing you play. What's that thing? The thing you play?
yeah, because it was a requirement when we grew up that they had it in their house.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like a big record player. The one that took up like a
It was
whole
part of the TV.
yeah. So we
Yeah.
definitely had that.
So so a friend of mine found out that I started buying records, and they last year for my birthday they bought me a record player.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I have to I need like a decorator, but like I need like something so that way I can set it up and put it,
Put it in a safe space.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
That
that way.
you can just play it and
Mm,
put it in your living room.
maybe, or I have a bonus room over my garage, so
Oh, okay.
maybe like I convert that into something else where like I'll have my record player and my records and like kind of like a really chill area, and I think I might like move the TV from up there and move it downstairs into my living room.
Oh, okay.
And then like anytime I go upstairs, it's like kind of like chill and play music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think that would be cool.
And like read. Be like my reading area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My
I
whole house is man cave.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, but when I saw that last week, I was just like, I want to do that. But what am I going to put on my wall first? What's the best album, R&B album that I know of? And that would be Mary J. Blige, Share My World or My Life. Well, it
Mm.
would be between the two. But I was even just looking last night, I was just like, people were putting up it's like a versus page on Facebook, and they were putting up all the different groups that had, I guess, platinum or whatever gold albums, and they put up Jodeci, and they put up all their albums of what their certification was for each album. And I was just like, man, like when I think back, we were even discussing Drew Hill and Jodeci versus if it would happen a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
We're just like, who is better? And musically better, I would go with Drew Hill. But if you go with Jodeci has some hits that'll make you stop in your tracks.
Yes. So there's like so when you talk about Josie, like Josie came with a different sound during that time.
Mm-hmm.
And they was a little more raunchy
Mm-hmm.
in their lyrics and their music. And sometimes in their video. But like but like Jodeci has they have hit like songs that have really transcended, and like like it really triggers a memory, and
Yeah.
it kind of like almost as if it like you will go back to whatever that moment is when you hear that song.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And like it's crazy. Like it's like multiple like memories that come to mind. Even like the episode of Martin where he did the Shanae and Kid was on the show and she was like Shanae forever. Like moments like that, like it's it's crazy. It's not to say like Drew Hill doesn't, because you can't tell me like you're not gonna stop when you hear Beauty.
Man, it just does something to your spirit.
Right. It's not like you're not gonna stop when you hear Five Steps.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you're not gonna sit here and jump, back and forth when you hear, that one song.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah. I'm just like, it is something to experience. I think, like I was saying earlier, music is a love language at the end of the day. Like, this is what we relate to because we started out with Rap City, and um we would rush home to watch Rap City. Like,
yeah.
our kids cannot experience that right about now. They're not rushing home. They know nothing about Big Tigger at the end of
The
the day.
basement?
Yes, nothing. And when I saw
Man.
him last year when I went to the music festival because he hosted it, I was just like, Jay, that's Big Tigger. She was like, what? I don't know him. I'm just like, girl, we walking right past him. What's wrong with you? Right
Yo,
here.
last year when I went to Atlanta for my birthday and it was the Invest Fest.
Mm-hmm.
So I had we had went to this club one night, and he was the host. Like he was the host of the at that club, and
Yeah.
like he was like right there. Like
Yeah.
we were sitting here, and like 15 feet was like Big Tigger at his little table,
Mhm.
and like emceeing the event that night.
It's crazy that he's still going. Well, I shouldn't say crazy. He is truly blessed because he's still going strong after all of these years, like 30 plus years, I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe 20, 25, 30, something like that. But
Mm.
yeah, the basement and uh what was it? Video jams? Was it called video jams? I want to say it was.
I don't remember. I remember the basement. I remember Yo MTV Raps. I remember what was it, jukebox or something like that?
It was something, but something came on early in the morning. And this is when I fell in love with groove theory because
Mm.
Amel was just like, she was just different. If I'm saying her name right, she had curly hair and she was pretty. And it was just like, and this guy that she was singing with was cute. And I'm just like, man, like I think I was like in the what, sixth or seventh grade. And it was just like, man, I'm not even supposed to be watching this. Back in the day, if you went to church, my mom would,
Yo.
that is the straight devil. You better not turn on nothing because you're going to get the anointed oil on you, poured on you.
Man. Man,
So,
that's secular music.
yeah. So, Video Soul. That's all.
Video Soul.
Yes. Video Soul. And it was just like Video Soul, MTV Jams, Rap City, and all the other shows that we got to experience. Saturday morning, we got up to watch, you know, shows, or Saturday night Apollo. Like that,
Mm.
that's when we were introduced to Jodeci and Monica and Queen of
Yeah.
Latifah, all of them. Like it's just so many people to name, you know.
That was the original America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
So you got your votes instantly.
Yes.
No, come back next week. You got your vote instantly. If you was good or not, you was gonna find out on the spot.
Yeah. And nobody cares about your feelings.
At all. Not at all.
Run you right off that stage. But yeah, I can say our upbringing going through that era, like I said, I'm excited to see um our 90s groups and music festivals. I love going to them because that's what we came up on. I love seeing Ja Rule. He gives a good performance. Like when I saw him in person, I was just like, okay, it makes you not even initially think that he had that catalog. But when he starts running through his catalog, it's just like, man, I forgot about that song. Like,
Yeah. I'm so this this group chat that I'm in, and one of my friends, he dropped this video in there, and this guy was talking about like it was like top rap artists
mhm,
from like 96 through like 2021 or 22.
yeah,
And that list was so biased. I was like, yo, first of all, he's an Uber Wayne fan. You know what I'm saying? Uber Wayne fan. But
yeah,
the guy in the video, this is how I knew it was going to be biased, right?
yeah,
Because like it was like, of course, it was like Pac was the first year, Big was the second year, and then it was like Jay-Z, and then it was the Hot Boys. And I was like, Hot Boys.
Hot Boys from Louisiana.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, this whole list is about to be completely biased. Not saying that the Hot Boys wasn't hot, because I was rocking the Hot Boys
Yeah,
myself. But I'm just saying, I was like, I already know this list is about to be super biased. And
yeah.
then it was like, I can't remember who it was after that. I think it was like Jay-Z again, and then it was like somebody, and then it was just like Wayne, 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 Wayne. And I was like, yo, come on. Come on.
You know those Wayne fans go real hard for him now.
Yo, they almost as bad as the Bayhive. And I was like, come on. I was like, first of all, you can't have this list and you can't have DMX on this list. He's only one that had 2 platinum albums in 1 year. There's no way.
Straight
There's
up.
no way. And then I was thinking about it, and I was like, yo, you can't. There's no way you cannot have Ja Rule in those early 2000 years somewhere.
Yeah.
Because Ja Rule was killing it.
Like I said, I didn't even like when I usually go to music festivals, I create a playlist before I go, like weeks before. So I'm already renewing my memory, all of that. So I'm like, okay. But for this situation, I went to Atlantic City, which I usually go to, for the hip hop concerts. And he was there, and I was just like, okay, you run through a couple of songs and then you really get in knee deep with J Lo and Ashanti, and it's just like, man, what the devil is going on? But on the flip side of that, a couple of years before that, I got to see DMX, and when he came on, the crowd went crazy. Like I have not seen it yet for anybody else of women losing their minds, stomping, falling out. And it's just like, you think, man, we really grew up in a good era, because DMX really came out pound for pound, like, and even with the lyrics and all of that, like, we studied DMX and Rough Riders. Like I said before, we weren't even supposed to be listening to those albums. When our dad would leave for work, slide that CD in that thing.
Because I was like, yeah, like I remember the first time I heard that album. Like the first album, like me, it was like one of our school, like homeboys from school, he had a car, and like we was in the car and we was just riding around, and like they put It's Dark and Hell's Hot one, and like the intro, like when soon I was like, yeah, I immediately went out and bought that album.
Yeah.
And like when Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood came out,
it was.
I think we was out of school when that came out, and I went and bought that album that morning.
Yeah.
Because I knew it was gonna be sold out.
Where did you buy it at? Sam Goody or?
No, I went to Walmart and I bought it.
What?
Yes, this is before I knew Walmart only did clean albums.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
This was like, this was early Walmart, like,
yeah.
What is? Yeah, but yeah,
DM.
The only other person I know that would get that response was Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that is true.
It's crazy.
That is true. Like it is the real deal, and it's sad that he's not here. But man, he took us through a good time of, like, we could really be ourselves. Like we can say cuss words, we can, do whatever that he was saying, and we wouldn't get in trouble. And it was just like, man, this is the life. Like, it is what it is, and we are forever fans. So
forever.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I cannot. I'm bad when it comes to like remembering titles of songs. But as soon as I hear the beat drop, I'm line for line all the way through.
Listen, he was in his element this weekend, and I was too. I'm just like, this is a vibe. Like, when we've been in the pandemic for so long, and sometimes when we have family events, we don't get to select our music of what we are used to. So the DJ he started off good, and then he went, I was like, all right, So yeah, I think that uh we really did go through a good era. Biggie and Tupac. I had to pick Biggie. I'm heavy in the East. Um,
Mm.
California Love. That's when everything took a turn. When we saw that video of him out there, and I was just like, man, I had to like him.
No, she wasn't in it. Yeah, like it was. I'm not picking. Like I'm not picking no more. Like I'm. Not, there's no like. There's no more verses for me. There's no more who would you rather's for me.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's like you got legends, you got goats, and then you got what I like it's
Yeah.
no more like I'm not doing no more top fives, top tens, or any of that ridiculousness. Like
Yeah.
these are my legends, these are my goats. Like
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is. It's Tupac, it's Biggie, it's Jay, it's Kendrick, it's Cole, it's Snoop, it's Cube. I don't know. Cube never gets introduced. Like nobody talks about Cube. Like he didn't like hold down the early '90s, and he wrote for Dre and for Easy E.
Yeah.
Like he wrote those albums.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Overlooked too. He's a good entertainer. I saw him when I saw Ja Rule. I want to say I know I did see him. But yeah, he's got a catalog too.
He
Like,
does.
I think that sometimes we don't value our legends in a sense. It rap or R&B. Like, you look at Jada. Jada he was sloppy with Fab. That first verses, the liquor got to him. But he was focused last year when he went up against Dipset. I was just like, yes. And I said, wherever he is, because I saw Jada, I saw the locks. I know it's been about 4 or 5 times. Where if I'm in arm's reach, meaning if it's not far away from me, I'm gonna go to the concert. So last year I got to see them right off their, Dipset verses, and it was just like, man, like when they come out, like the younger generation, y'all don't even have no idea what we went through.
Mm.
We went through them being on Bad Boy with Rough Riders
Yeah.
and
Yo, that Rough Rider album. Yo, that album that they did when they was on Rough Riders was crazy.
it's just like you think about Eve. Eve was the business. She allowed us to do and say whatever we felt. Trina, it's just like, whew, even to this day, when you listen back to their albums, it's just like Foxy Brown, Little Kim. Little Kim was the first one to open her legs and be okay on the album, and just like I am here, So we learned a lot from Little Kim and just being herself. And I'll never forget. I want to say when she was with, or when Junior Mafia came out, it was just like we had to recite everything. Why were we out the football games reciting Junior Mafia? I don't know.
Get money.
Yeah. But yeah, it's made us who we are today. Like I said, don't mess with us 90s parents that went through, you know.
Yeah, we're getting in that era. Like I think it's dope. And I think it's dope when I listen to like these certain podcasts and they're talking to these artists that we grew up with, like Tribe Called Quest, you know what I mean? Like to and I remember some of these like earlier interviews and they, people would talk about, why isn't hip hop like country or like, has a longevity. And it's like y'all keep, we kind of forget that hip hop is only like 45 years old.
Yeah.
45, 40, between 45, 50 years old.
Mm-hmm.
We of course we know like hip hop is still growing. our genre, I won't say just hip hop, but like our genre of music is still young. It's still like we don't have, the artists that have been, here forever and like for, centuries, like
Mhm.
country has been. So like, to have these artists like, and they was talking about it in this in my expert opinion podcast, but like the verses is not what like it's not a battle rap, or
Yeah.
it's not a battle,
Hmm.
but it's introducing the artists that we grew up with to the younger generation, and it allows them to hear what we listen to,
Yeah.
when we were younger, when we were that age. And then like to hear Q-Tip say it's dope that he goes out and he has 14, 15-year-old fans who know who he is and knows his music.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So like, and then to have, some of these more current artists, not all of them, but some of them talk to, it was Tyler the Creator was
Hmm.
talking to, I can't remember who he was talking to, but he was like, I need you to put out music so I know
Mm.
what I'm going to look like, or what I'm supposed to do when I get to your age.
Really?
Yeah, because we're in that pocket right now of like the 40 to 50-year-old
Hmm.
artists, hip hop artists. You know what I'm saying? Your Jay-Z, your Ice Cube, your Snoop, you know what I mean? Not to mention your Rakim, KRS, you know what I mean? Like those artists that was in the early, and like now, like they don't like he was saying like, I don't know what the older, what hip hop's gonna look like in another 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
Unlike somebody like country where, Willie Nelson, Willie Nelson's like 175 years old. Like, what I'm saying? Like your Dolly Parton, your
Hmm.
they, like Miley Cyrus, if she was, they have what it's gonna look like.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So like our Uber artists that we love from back in the 90s are now that example.
Yeah. It is true. I was just sitting here thinking about Redman and Meth earlier. It's just like
Absolutely.
going to see them again. I'll go to see them any day of the week. And they still are putting on a show. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm just gonna go here, I'm not gonna have a good time. I'm gonna sit here. Like the last time I saw them, it was just like, oh, you gonna come and sit in the front row and you gonna sit down? You not stand up? Let me throw water on you. It's just like, like, you got there, sat in the front row, and you wanted to chill. You can't do that with Meth and Red.
Man.
Better. If you're a real fan, you know better. You know?
Cause you don't know the so like, and I kind of like, I think I seen a video and it was like the Migos,
Mhm.
and like they was doing a concert, and like nobody was vibing to the Migos. And
Yeah,
like I was reading the comments and they was like, yeah, they was like the Migos, they they just play their music and they kind of like just be on stage. Like
yeah.
they're not performing.
No stage presence at all. I hate that.
So it was like, so if you go to a concert, if I get crowd participation, but I'm not about to sit here and sing your whole song. That's what I paid the ticket for you to do. Like if I can sit at home and play your music if I want to sit here and listen to your music. I come to see you put a show on.
That happened to us last year, Ray Ray. I don't know if I told you who it was, but it happened to us last year, and I will never, ever in this lifetime go and see them again because I was just like, he's a known, I guess, producer. He has a lot of songs with multiple artists, but I didn't realize he was just a producer. He's not an
Mm,
actual singer. So I was just like, when he started, I was just like, what the heck is going on? My time checks out immediately. He
mm.
still has stage presence. But I tell you what, when them Isley brothers came out, the script flipped. Like stage presence,
Mhm.
entertaining people, actually singing. Like Ron Isley and his brother is
Mhm.
business. Like hands down. If anybody can go see her, that chick is smooth. And it's
Yeah.
not a lot of them out there.
That's one.
But
That's like Erica Badu. You ever like if you go see Erica Badu in concert, like you're gonna get a show. Like
mhm.
the way she like, cause she has a beat machine that's up there with her, and she'll start to do a beat, and then the band will chime in, and
Yeah,
then she'll go into her song.
really.
Like it's crazy. I've seen her more like multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
She's on my list.
it's you know what I mean. Like I ain't come here for you to push play.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. No,
Yeah.
no, we can't do that. Not the money that we pay, and we are coming there with the intent to see you perform. And no, I would not pay my money at all. But the only person that I guess I want to see again is Mary. The first time I saw her a couple of years ago, I wasn't uh close to her. But the next time around, I definitely want to be close to her. I know she's coming through, I think later on this month and next month in Atlantic City. So
Mm.
hopefully I can possibly get to her next month. But yeah, it's just like different people, like I said, you just sit in the stands. And I like I said, last year when I went to the music festival, when they start going through, the DJ starts going through different songs of when we grew up, and the younger generation, they don't really know. Like, so, I'm out there getting it in, they just like when they start going through that North era of Biggie and all of them up there, and it's just like it's not the same as the South with Ludacris and all of them down there. Like you can tell the different energy that is there when you're in
Mm.
the South, you know. So we'll see next
Yeah,
time around.
like they're gonna just like how you put on for the North, they're gonna put on for the South. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? They if you from like Atlanta, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, when we're talking about hip hop, like you gonna have to play you got like Gucci,
Yeah.
Tip, Outkast, uh 8 Ball, NJG,
Hmm.
David Banner, that's that's what you want to play. And then if you go a little bit left to like Louisiana and like Texas, you got Boosie,
Yeah.
Boost like Boot,
They love
yeah,
Boosie.
Boosie, man, they go ham on some Boosie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Boosie, uh, MJK, you
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Bum B, you know what I'm saying? Like, uh, what's his name? Lil Flip, Slim Thugger.
Yeah. Hmm.
I like Slim Thug. Like
Yeah.
Slim Thug, like he likes. I think Slim Thug, like he rides the beat, like like how Ross rides the beat.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
know what I mean? But he's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Ross is
crazy.
crazy too.
Huh?
Rick Ross.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's different in his own, way. And even though he's from the South, I do like him too. I will say when I went to go drop Jay off, I was not feeling the South as they was playing Whistle While You Twerk. And it just brought back so many memories. And I was just like, I want to unplug this thing so bad because she don't need to hear none of this. But you know, the South is definitely different, but they are valued too, to a certain point, I guess. Um, we came up in the era as well with Ludacris and his record label, and uh they had hits too.
Absolutely. Luda, 2 Chainz before he was 2 Chainz.
You know him then.
Yeah, he was Def, 2 Chainz with Duffel Bad Boys. I don't know if you know remember that song or heard that song Duffel Bad Boys with Lil Wayne. That was 2 Chainz.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was he was him and someone else. He had a different name then before he changed it to 2 Chainz.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's what propelled 2 Chainz to into what 2 Chainz is. But like yeah, like definitely like the South got some hits. Trick Daddy.
Trick.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And if you want to go back, you can go back to Uncle Luke.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like it's a
Mm-hmm.
lot.
Yeah,
Like Stack said, it's a lot. The South got something to say.
for real. Outcast was something serious. Um, in itself. And my cousin, he introduced me to them at a very young age. And I was just like, okay. He introduced me to Outkast and EPMD,
Mm.
Keith Murray and Eric Sermon. And I was just like, who is this? Like, you know, not replaceable, not comparable. Eric Sermon, Redman. When Red was he on that bike in that video?
Which video?
Oh, was it I'll Be That? Oh my gosh.
The one when they flipped over the car?
Yeah.
No, that was a girl.
Okay.
They was looking at her and because it was a break in the video and they was looking at her and they was like, ooh, and like she was like looking at them and she wasn't paying attention to where she was going.
Yeah,
And then
and
she
she fell
hit the
off.
back of the car. Classic Redman video. Like that's the thing about Redman. Like you're gonna be entertained when it comes to Redman. Either in the song or it's in the video, you're gonna be entertained. And it's just
Yeah.
that was so funny. And that's like one of my favorite songs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Rapper's Delight, the new version. Like, that's what we came up on. Eric Sermon, Keith Murray, you
Yeah.
know. So when they started playing that on Saturday, I was just like, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all got the wrong version. But
Yeah.
you gotta give due to, I guess, the originals is what I should say. But
Yeah. Then you had Missy from Virginia, Missy and Timberland. You know,
listen,
Magoo. Like Missy's still out here doing her thing.
still doing her thing. It's crazy. Tweet, Genuine. Everybody that came from that, the girl that I'm going to see next month, Lady Ray, she changed her name, Nicole Ray. But
Mm.
Nicole Ray had hits, Make It Hot, all of that. So, yeah, Missy, Aaliyah, like we really got something good with Aaliyah for a lifetime, timeless music that we still play. So, yeah, it's definitely different. Mm.
Definitely is. It's amazing. But yeah, but then it's what so you gotta get out, of the state more. Once I got out of the state, I'm telling you, once I got out of the state and like started going to other places and I started hearing other music, what I mean? That's when I started getting like I started growing my love for like I started listening to alternative music.
Yeah.
Like there's like Metallica,
Mm-hmm.
System of Down, like really good music, really good song. Like it's crazy. And then like Fall Out Boys,
Mm-hmm.
uber fan of Fall Out Boys, and it was like they was associated with The Rock. Kanye produced some of their music.
Mm-hmm.
And then like they did that one album where they did this blend album. Like they had their original album, and then it was like a remix album of that album, and
Really?
it was nothing but hip hop artists that was featured on it. And then that's what like Big Crit, is monster from the South.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And who jeez, what I can't think of his name right now. He's from but like he was almost signed with The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could remember his name, but yeah, but like Fall Out Boys, My Chemical Romance. I started listening to that. I even rock with a couple tracks from Lady Gaga,
Yeah.
uh Adele,
Yeah.
uh Yeah. Then like I don't know if you started listening to like Afro beats.
No, not yet.
Oh, you got. I'm about to send you. I'm gonna send you my Afro beats playlist. You got to get on the Afro beats. So far, and like, and even Fat Joe said this in the interview. Like he was like Afro beats been here, and he was
Yeah,
like that's where reggaeton came from, and like your Jamaican music was
yeah,
all came from like Afro beats. You know what I mean? And then let's not forget about Jamaican music, like Bob Marley, Ziggy Marley, man, and like current artists. I don't know if you listen to Coffee.
coffee.
Yes, so
I,
the DJ played one of her songs at the event.
what?
Yeah,
Was I
yeah, he was there. It was you probably didn't know the song, but it was like the song is called Toast. Dope,
there? I
dope.
gotta look it up.
It's just Alba. You know he does music.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
What about the Tim's person?
Afro. Yeah, dope.
That's considered Afro beats?
Yeah, yeah she does she got some Afro beats,
Oh, okay.
Afro beat sound,
Oh,
with like Block Burner and some other dope artists. I'm gonna send you the play. I'm gonna send you one of my playlists. And
oh,
there's some artists that are coming out of the UK that are dope too.
yeah.
Like it's
We were
it's
just talking about snow this weekend.
Snow Allegra. Oh yeah,
Man, these girls are something serious. I can't wait until Friday. Ari comes out with her new album. I can't wait. I know.
yeah,
Summer Walker.
yeah,
Summer Walker is, they can say what they want about her, but she's true too.
yeah. Yeah. I got some joints. I got some. Yeah, if you used to go through like my music on my album, like you like, yo, you listen to anything.
What
I'm
about
telling
Lenny Kravitz?
Oh yeah.
Be Nice put me on a Lenny Kravitz I want to say last year, the year before that. And I heard a song and it was so smooth. And I was just like, man, I never been a fan of Lenny Kravitz. But that song, and then I started going through his stuff, and I was just like, man, I've been missing out for real.
I tried to, yeah, I tell you. That's why I told you about Tech Nine.
Mm-hmm.
Uh Tech Nine is dope. Like his following, his cult following is crazy.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't you never hear about like you'll never see like his stuff like on like any mainstream,
Yeah.
but he'll sell out arenas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, dope.
I think Rhapsody is underrated. I
That's
love Rhapsody.
Kid,
Love her.
Rhapsody gets talked about in like top lyricists, period. Not females,
Yes.
like period. She's in that character, like MC Light, Queen Latifah,
Yeah.
like she's in that.
And Queen Latifah, Unity. And
UNITY.
yes, it's just like the way she was so smooth with it. And you know, she said what she said. And it's just like, man, I want to be like her too. You know? So
The way
we
she rides the beat.
huh?
The way she rides the beat.
Yeah. We definitely had some good examples of um rap artists, like you said, Q-Tip earlier. I was sitting in the mall Friday, and one of my favorite songs from Q-Tip is "Life Is Better."
Mm.
And I was sitting in a sneaker store, and I could hear it, but the music was real low. They wasn't turning nothing up for
Mm.
a good while, and I was like, "What's the eyes of them playing that this particular time?" And then I started bouncing my feet, tapping my feet or whatever, and then they started turning it up. And I was just like, that's just a moment that is just not comparable to anything. Like I
Mm.
said, you got all the music in the world, but in that moment, Q-Tip. Life is Better from an album from years ago is on your playlist. So I was just like, man, let me take this moment in.
Take it in.
Yeah.
Take it in.
Yeah.
Take it in. I'm telling you.
Mm,
It's it's amazing the power that music has and the effect it can have over you.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, a song that can come on and it'll make you pull over.
Yeah. What song? What's your song?
My like comes to mind right now is probably PSA by Jay-Z.
Mm,
Public service announcement.
mm,
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hove. H to the OV. I used to move snowflakes by the OZ.
mm,
I
mm.
guess even back then you can call me CEO of the ROC. Hove. Fresh out the frying pan into the fire. I be the music biz #1 supplier.
Listen, we was in the zone this weekend.
I'm telling you. And then that Biggie came on, I was mad about that. Yo, that one he didn't play the second verse. I was upset because I was waiting for the T-bone cheese egg.
Wait a minute. Is that when you walked off?
Huh? Yo, I was waiting for that part.
Don't you hate that when a DJ just like, what are you doing?
Trash. Me and my I was when I got into Maryland, DC, me and my friends, we went to a bar that night.
Mhm.
And I was like, this must be the house DJ because he's trash. I was like, he must be the brother of the owner of this bar because he is trash.
Oh gosh.
Because I'm telling you, I just creep up from behind, ask you what your interests are, who you be with, things that make you smile, what numbers to dial. You gonna be here for a while? I'll go call my crew. You go call your crew. We can rendezvous at the bar around 2.
Mm.
Throw the keys. Look, I was waiting. He didn't play the second verse.
Ruin your whole vibe.
Yo, whole vibe.
Oh my gosh. Mm. I'm telling you,
It's
it,
crazy.
it takes you to a different mood
It does.
when you hear those lyrics. Jay-Z, all like Jay-Z from the start, um, to now. It's just like, man, Red, Meth. When you hear Meth and Mary, like stop in your tracks.
You even gotta get to the lyrics. Just
No,
the
just the beat.
beginning of the beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, like when I hear like J. Cole,
Mm-hmm.
first thing first, Uncle, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. For real. Then I mean,
Yeah.
all I need, come on, man.
Yeah.
And Meth and Mary,
Meth and Mary, Ghostface Killer. When I want to say it was, who was it that he did his verses with? Raekwon, if I'm not mistaken. And it was the Jay-Z song. I mean, not Jay-Z, Jodeci song. And when the beat came on, I even put it on my profile. Because I was just like, when the beat came on, it makes you, I think Ghostface Killer went down in his seat. And it's just like, that's how it make you feel. As soon as that beat drops,
yeah.
hear Raekwon come on and start spitting. It's just like, you, but that's what we grew up in. You know, it, like I said, no comparison at all. Jada, New York State of Mind, Fat Joe, Remy. I think Remy was on it, right?
New York State of Mind.
Yeah. Was she on it? I can't remember. I know no, Ja Rule was on there. Yeah. Yeah, Ja Rule was on that. But yeah, it was just like certain songs just stop you in your tracks and it's just like, okay.
Absolutely. Annie up.
Annie up, oh my gosh.
I just found out that Busta had a beef with Remy Ma over that album, over that song.
Huh?
Busta had a beef with Remy over that song
I didn't know that.
because Remy had the better verse,
Really?
and Bus was like, it wasn't like animosity type beef. It was like, oh okay, oh she bodied this, okay, and like because she did an interview and I was listening to her talking, she was like Bus had a secret beef with her, and she had a secret beef with Bus
What?
because yeah, because it was like healthy competition type beef. But she was like, Bus had a beef with Remy because she bodied the Annie Up song.
Mm,
And then Bus did Touch It.
yeah,
And then he did the remix and had like nothing but straight monsters on there. He even had Papoose
yeah.
on the remix. But Remy wasn't on there, and she was upset because she wasn't on the Touch It remix.
What?
Yeah, and then she was saying how like Bus had did he did a verse on something,
Uh-huh.
and he came up to Remy and was like, "Hey, did you hear it? Did you hear it?" And she was like, "She he got beef with me?" Like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
Man.
that was dope.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely think, like I said, it's a lot on that we haven't even touched on, but man, you know, I thank God for music because it gets you through whatever that you're going through.
Absolutely.
You can always turn on some different artists. Mine is Mary J. Blige. Like she always makes me feel better. Um, during that My Life album, you know, I'm the only one that you need. You go to Share My Life and she's on there with Nas. And then the next album, I think she's on there, the Mary album, she's on there with Kiss. And I wanna say it's a couple other ones too. So I mean she's had a good amount of time. She can't do no verses with nobody. I mean, that's gonna take all day, all night. So, because you're gonna have to run through from the very beginning with what was his name? What was his name? Oh my gosh, I gotta look it up. But yeah, her first album, starting off talking, um, and then going up until now, you know, Strength of a Woman, I think it is the last one. But yeah, definitely a lot. So I'm excited about the new era of artists. And I didn't even touch on Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar stage presence,
Mm-hmm.
no comparison at all.
Mm.
So comes out there with the drummer and all that, and it's just like, what in the world? Um Jill Scott. Oh my gosh. Jill is the truth. Jill gonna put you to sleep when you go see her. Well, definitely you're gonna sleep for a couple minutes, but at the same time, she is a good entertainer. She's gonna sing her behind off. New Edition, they gonna dance their behinds off. Man, yeah. So like I said, there's so many to run through.
Absolutely. I want to go see Kendrick. He came to Nashville,
Uh-huh.
but I was going out of town, and I couldn't go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, we gonna have to find them. I do want to see Usher.
I heard his show is dope.
Yeah.
His residency show because it's different because he's only performing in one place and it's like a whole production.
Mm-hmm.
So like I heard his show was really really good, and he just extended it for another residency for next year. So
Yeah. I want to see Anita too. Anita don't go nowhere.
man,
See you.
yeah, them tickets though,
I know. It's like
you gonna pay
car payments.
like Tesla car payments, man.
A mortgage, something.
Yeah,
Man,
but anyway, but you're going to One Music Fest next month. I'm going to see Earth, Wind and Fire next month.
yeah.
I can't wait. I think that's gonna be dope.
I know it is.
I think it's gonna be dope.
Legendary. They put on
Yeah.
the show. Charlie Wilson too. Charlie Wilson is up there
Chris
with
Wallace was fire.
wear sunglasses when you go because them lights gonna mess you up.
Mm,
But it's so many different colors, bright lights and all that.
mm.
But Charlie puts on a good show. Frankie Beverly and Maze,
I want to see them too.
no comparison at all.
Yeah.
One album still hits, you know.
Can't beat it.
Yeah. So I'm excited about next month.
Oh,
Trying to figure out, my plans, but I'm excited to see Maya and Rose, Ja Rule, Ashanti. Ashanti puts on a good show too. So
mm.
yeah. It's a couple of them in there from the 90s. Mm-hmm. Yep. But it's been good tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to wrap this one up.
Yeah. So I can turn on Video Soul. Oh, can we just touch on this for a minute?
Donnie Simpson doing these days.
New York Undercover.
Oh,
I don't care what. I gotta stop. I don't care what day it is. It's going to stop you in your tracks, and you're going to sit down and watch New York Undercover just like it's a new episode that you have never seen in your life. And every single time, at the end, it's always a music spotlight, and it's just like, man, we really had some hits.
yeah. You can make a playlist just off of New York Undercover episodes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Just off their episode. And like all the artists that we talked about were like just coming on
Yes.
when New York Undercover was coming out. And they was on the show. Like that show was so pivotal.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
For a TV show. Plus, first of all, it was an hour show or like 40-minute show. You know what I mean? Because it was like Martin, Living Single, and then New York Undercover was on for an hour, and like you got a musical, you had a dope song at the beginning.
Yes.
Credits even roll like the opening scene. You had a dope song. Then you went into the credits, which was a dope song. Like the opening credit was dope. And then you went into the show and they're gonna play some dope artist or music during the show in like certain points. And then like somewhere in the middle of the show, they always end up at the bar.
Yes.
Where the artist is performing a song. And then you go back to at the end of the show, they're back at the bar and the artist is performing, a different song. Like, because I've been watching it. And I was like, there was one artist, it was a Hispanic artist that was on here. And I was like, yo, and I looked her up and like
listen,
added her to my music, my library.
I just did it a couple weeks ago. It was an episode where Miss Jones had the intro. And as soon as it started playing, I started singing it. Now, how from 20 something years ago, I have not heard Miss Jones at all. She's not on the radio that I know of anymore. I haven't heard it. And I'm speaking word for the lyrics are just like, where I want to be, boy. And I'm just like, India, like, what is going on with you?
Like you just heard it yesterday.
Yeah.
Like you just heard it yesterday.
Yeah. I'm just like, oh my gosh, New York Undercover has so much influence on us. Like it taught us about street life. It taught us about music, and it taught us about family life, about the dynamics of family and being parents and co-parenting and all of that. So yeah, I was just like, I need to say that to you.
Absolutely. And then also then you talk about like Eddie and his relationship with his dad.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yep. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Monster.
Again, our kids don't know any of that. Now, I can say my oldest, she may, because she's really into a different world and stuff like that. But as far as the other two, no, they know none of that. But we had a good thing growing up with Living Single, Martin, New York Undercover, all of that.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not anyway. See, we got to wrap it up. See,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
about to go to another session because I could talk about because I was watching something else and they was talking about how like we had all these good shows in the '90s and then the writers went on a strike. They had a writers strike.
Mm-hmm.
That's what kind of messed up everything because it was so much.
Content.
It was so much black entertainment that was on TV.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You got your Martin, your Living Single, your New York Undercover, your Cosby's,
Mm-hmm.
Smart Guy, uh, Robert Townsend. What was it? Parenthood.
Yeah, Parenthood. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Parenthood. You
LL
know,
Cool J.
In the House.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
I tell you, so man, it was the Parkers, One
Family.
on One, Steve Harvey Show,
Mm-hmm.
Family Matters. Like,
Yep. And
man,
what do our kids have? Nothing.
uh,
Probably some Netflix or something crazy like that, but it is what it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, let's get out of here. We gotta
Yeah.
wrap up. Thanks for tuning in. For those who turned in, as always, if you get whatever platform that you're listening on, please go ahead and rate. Please go ahead and leave a review. If you rocking with us on Facebook or Instagram, do the same thing. Like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. Like I said, we're coming up on our 1 year anniversary,
Mhm.
and we're gonna try to end this season on a bang.
Yeah,
We got some ideas, and hopefully these ideas pan out and they work, and we can give a fire show at the end of our season.
absolutely. We will see y'all next time.
Absolutely. Oh, final thoughts.
Uh, l- I guess going to making a playlist. I got my high school playlist that I listen to every day, and these kids gonna listen to it too.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gonna
I got
you gonna learn your history.
I got about 7 playlists.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got for different moods.
Oh.
I got a workout playlist. I got a playlist I call meh.
Uh-huh.
I got a boom back playlist. I got a mood playlist. I got an Afro beats playlist.
Yeah.
I got a jazz chill playlist. It's like a jazz hip hop playlist.
Okay.
Lofi. If you don't know about Lofi, they got some dope playlists.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All
Yeah, like if you want to go to sleep or you studying
right.
or whatever, like they got different playlists for different things, and they're pretty dope.
Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I even got like an alternative playlist, and
Yeah.
if you,
Oh, I
if you,
got some playlists now.
uh,
You better add Marvin Sapp and all them on there before my mom gets you. Her.
yo, they on here somewhere. I
Mm-mm-mm.
even got Angie Martinez album.
Do you?
Yes, even though she said she don't like it,
Uh-huh.
she had a pretty dope album. I'm not gonna front. She had
Really?
some hits on there. Yeah,
What?
Angie Martinez. She only did one album, and she doesn't like talking about it. I've seen her interviews, and she was like, she doesn't like talking about it. But and yeah,
Oh.
she was on that joint with Missy, Lil Kim.
Hmm.
Yeah,
When they out there in the sand
yep.
on the beach.
The
Yeah.
Brat.
Oh, we forgot about the brat. Man. Yeah. Crisscross. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
this list can go. We might have to come back to this. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah.
right.
All righty. See y'all later.
Be easy.
All right.